Hey guys, Jennifer here with the Family Fudge, and today I'm back with another fun Pack With Me video, and this time we're getting ready to fly across the country for Christmas break. You guys have been loving my packing videos, like when I packed for London, when I packed for Tokyo, and of course when I recently packed for Halloween on the high seas. So guys, I cannot wait to show you what I'm packing this time around, and how I'm keeping it all organized for 6 people. Now this might be a challenge because we're heading somewhere way colder than we're used to here in Florida, and I have a goal to pack all of the cozy vibes and as much Christmas cheer as I can possibly fit in our suitcases. So stay tuned, you guys. I'm going to be sharing all of the festive snacks, activities, toiletries, and clothes that we're bringing. Plus, once we arrive, I'll give you a quick house tour, and I'll share a couple of our go-to traditions and our favorite things we do every time you travel to Utah for the holidays. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and with all that being said, let's pack for Christmas break. Okay friends, now since I mostly share fun food on this channel, I think I'll start with the fun foods I'm packing for our travel day first. Our flight leaves very early in the morning, like 6 a.m. We'll be getting to our destination by lunchtime, so technically I don't need to pack a lunch. I'm just going to put together a snackle box for each kid. And you guys, I found the most adorable little gingerbread man boxes for us to use, and I found these at Target. Now I know with snackle boxes, sometimes they can be all candy, but I want to make sure that I have some protein in here first. So I went ahead and picked up some of these mini Chomps beef sticks. These are the perfect colors for Christmas. One is the regular flavor and the other one is spicy jalapeno, but my kids are okay with a little bit of spice. Now I'm going to go ahead and fit these down here in the wrapper, and I like to do that just to make sure that all of the other snacks I put in this box don't end up tasting like beef sticks, if you know what I mean. Next, I also have some red and green Laughing Cow cheeses. One's a pepper jack and the other is garlic and herb, and the kids are going to be able to use the top lid of their snackle box as a little plate. I really think the cheese is going to go perfectly with some crackers and some pretzels, which I'm going to pack in just a second, but first I'm going to finish off the cheese section by adding one Baby Bell cheese. And I did go ahead and cut out a little of the wax to make a Christmas tree shape, just to make it a bit more festive. Okay guys, so we've got the meat, we've got the cheese. Now for some crunchy bits to go with those. Basically, I'm kind of building a little airplane-friendly charcuterie board. First, I'm adding just a couple of these really cute holiday-shaped crackers. These are kind of big, so I can only fit a few. But then, right on top, I'm going to add some snowflake-shaped pretzels. And then to finish off this section and to make it a little bit brighter, I'm also gonna throw in some of these mini snowman cheese balls. And now you guys, moving on to the sweet treat section. First, I'm going to add a handful or 2 of this festive Rudolph mix. My kids love this every year, and it's filled with all of the good stuff. This mix comes from Target, and it has graham cracker bites, Muddy Buddy pieces, white chocolate covered Cheerios, M&Ms, and mini peanut butter cups. I'm gonna fill up this entire section, and then to get a little bit more red and green in here, I'm gonna decorate the top with some extra red and green peanut butter M&Ms. Now you guys, these are looking so good. I think this is gonna be plenty of snacks for our flight, but then I do also want to add in some kind of fruit on the side. These are some delicious crunchy apple chips. Super satisfying and a very easy way to bring some fruit on a plane. So there we have the kid snacks, but for the adults, I found these really cute snack boxes in Christmas colors on Amazon. Now my husband and I, we really like to snack on hard-boiled eggs, and I did try to make these into star shapes for Christmas, but unfortunately my eggs were not quite big enough, but that's okay. I'm just gonna pop these in here and add a little bit of salt. Next, some white cheddar cheese cubes are going into the box, and to make them easier to eat, I'm just gonna add a little food pick right in here. Then for some more protein, I am also packing some chomps, just like the kids, again in the Christmas colors. Then for the third section, I'll go ahead and add in some cashews first. Then I'm gonna top those off with just a little bit of that Rudolph trail mix. And then for the last section, I'm going to fill that up with more of those snowball cheese puffs. Now on the side, I have a few more things. First, I have a red and green Built Bar. These are so good. The green one is hazelnut and the red one is peppermint, which I love. And then lastly, something I have been loving recently is snacking on grapes anytime we're traveling, especially on a flight. So I'll be packing a bag of grapes for the girls. We'll be sitting in a row together, and I'm also gonna pack a bag for the boys to share. And then lastly, I do want to pack a little grab and go breakfast for the kids that they can eat on their way to the airport. And you guys, we have a little tradition in our house. On travel days, I always make the kids the same breakfast. It's easy, it's filling, and everybody loves it. It's just a simple ham and cheese croissant. Sometimes we'll wrap them in foil and heat them up before we head out, but this time I'm going to pack them in some really cute Christmas baggies. And again, I found these at Target in the holiday baking section. Now, in addition to the breakfast sandwiches, I also picked up some packs of pre-sliced apples. These are so easy and convenient. Now that brings me to the drinks. We always like to bring our water bottles to fill up after security, and for each of the kiddos, I got them their own brand new Christmas water bottles, and then we're also bringing these ones for myself. All right, you guys, now for the plane activities. They do all have their own devices and headphones, that way they can watch Christmas movies if they want to. But I did pick out a few new things that I think they're going to like. First, I got this Would You Rather Christmas edition book for teenagers. This has lots of funny jokes and stories and questions that they can ask each other. Next, I got this holiday scene sticker book. This comes with 4 different Christmas themed rooms that they get to design and create. Next, I got this Christmas countdown activity book. I think my youngest kiddo is definitely going to love this one. And not only does it have activities, but it also has craft ideas and recipe ideas, which you guys know I love. That way, once we get to Utah, the kids can have some recipes and some craft ideas already planned out that we can enjoy doing together. And then you guys, I always get one of these sticker by number books every year. And I was super excited that this year it is Charlie Brown Christmas theme. This is kind of like painting, but with stickers, and if you love mosaics, it's kind of like that too. And then before any trip, I also like to hit up the Target dollar spot. Here you can find lots of cheap activities, just like these building block tubes. This is something the kids can play with over and over, and I like that you can actually store the pieces inside and keep them all organized. I also found these Christmas versions of Memory Match and Old Maid. And lastly, I also found these gem sticker books. We got a Christmas Minecraft one and a Christmas Stitch one. Now, what we like to do is pack these snacks and activities in each person's carry-on backpack. That way, they can grab whatever they need themselves during the flight. And one more thing I definitely want to add to their backpacks are the comfort bags. Now, I've made different versions of these over the years, but basically each family member gets their own bag, and we like to use these ones that are TSA approved since some of these things are going to be liquids. As you can see, we've had these bags for years, and they're a little bit beat up, but they still do the job. And basically, I'm gonna pack all of the little items that are just nice to have during a flight. First up, I'm adding a travel must-have. Each member of the family is getting their own super cute Christmassy hand sanitizer holder. Now, some of these I've had for years, and I just refilled them with all Christmassy scented hand sanitizers. I like to use the Christmas tree scented one and the peppermint scented one. Next, each family member is also getting their own Christmas travel tissues. These will definitely come in handy. You just never know when you're gonna need a tissue, so these are good to have. And then I cannot forget the lip balm. You guys, airplanes are so drying, plus Utah itself is also very dry compared to Florida, so we always get chapped lips when we visit, but this time we are prepared. Next, I'm adding a peppermint hand lotion, and I have one for myself and for my daughter Mackenzie. And speaking of peppermint, next I'm going to add in a little pack of Tic Tacs for each kiddo. Now I used to give them gum, so hopefully these Tic Tacs will be nice and refreshing for them. And then you guys, for my girls, I picked up some new foldable combs. And then lastly, for each kid, I'm also going to pack a liquid IV. And now you guys, for my own comfort bag, I pretty much have the same types of things. But I also like to add lots of eye drops. I do wear contacts, and so those get dry. I also like to add nose spray and Aquaphor. I like to have extra contact lenses and a Tide pen just in case there's any spills. Now, in addition to our comfort bag, I also like to pack what I call my Mary Poppins bag. And this one happens to be super cute and Christmas themed, of course. Now, in my Mary Poppins bag, I like to keep all of the random things that just might end up saving the day if we do need it. So first off, in here, I like to keep my mini traveling pharmacy. This has all of our most frequently used medicines. Next, I'm also packing some tea tree wipes. These are for the eyes in case you get anything in your eye. These are so great. Next, I like to pack a few lens cleaners. These are great for glasses or any screens. I got an extra shout wipe for stains, some gum for me, and some Q-tips, an extra water multiplier. And lastly, since we are flying on Southwest, I always love packing one of these phone holders. This can attach right to your tray table, and I can watch my movie hands-free. Now you guys, I do have one more pouch that I like to pack in each person's carry-on, and that is their tech bag. Is where each person can organize all of their charging cords, their headphones, and basically everything they need to keep their electronics going. Now you guys, in my tech bag, I definitely want to throw in our Anker car charger and our battery bank. We're definitely gonna need these to stay charged on this trip. Now this one is the Anker Nano 75-watt car charger, and this is an absolute must pack because we're gonna be driving around a lot, visiting family and going to Christmas events. So this is perfect for the car. It has a built-in retractable cable. You can just pull it right out and plug it in. It also has a second port so we can charge two devices at the same time. Another must-pack item is the Anker laptop power bank. This is the ultimate high-capacity power bank. It has built-in cables, including a retractable one, and this thing is powerful enough to charge 4 devices at once. And of course, with 4 kiddos, that is perfect for us. This power bank is so big that it will keep the kids' devices charged all day long. So if you're a mom like me and you want stress-free charging for your next trip, I highly recommend this one. And I have to give a big thanks to Anker for sending these to us. And you guys, if you are interested, you can check out the link in the description box below to grab your own. Okay guys, now moving on to the travel gear section. Like I said, each person in the family has their own carry-on backpack, but then each person also has their own suitcase that we plan to check in. For this trip, I did end up upgrading my 2 older kiddos into the next size up suitcase. Since we're traveling somewhere that's going to be cold and snowy, that means we're going to need to pack our big jackets, our boots, our hats, and our gloves, and those take up a lot more space. Oh yes, and we do plan on taking an empty duffel bag, just in case we have any souvenirs that we want to bring back. In our suitcases, we're also going to be packing all of our toiletries. And this time, I'm not going to pack a ton since our Airbnb near Park City will thankfully have more than one bathroom. I'm going to pack all of the girl stuff in one bag for one bathroom, and I'll pack all of the boy stuff in another bag for their bathroom. Now first up, for the girls' toiletry bag, I'm packing a couple of Christmassy scrunchies. I'm also packing just a little bit of shampoo and conditioner. I know the Airbnb will have some. Then I went ahead and picked up some fresh new combs and Christmassy hairbrushes. Next, I'm packing a shared bathroom must-have. This is Poopery, and this one is Christmas tree scented. And then I'm also packing some really fun holiday scented deodorants. And then guys, in this last section, I have just enough space for some candy cane flavored toothpaste and some Christmas colored travel toothbrushes. Oh yes, and I almost forgot the little zipper pouch in the front. In here, I'm packing some dry shampoo, some floss, and a must-pack item, pimple patches. So now moving on to the boys' toiletry bag. They have this really fun red one that can roll out, and they don't use quite as many products. So in their bag, I just have some new Christmassy hair combs. They're also getting some Christmassy deodorant, and the boys' bathroom is definitely gonna need its own poopery spray. This one is a berry scent. And of course, just like the girls, the boys are also getting their own candy cane toothpaste and Christmassy colored travel toothbrushes. Now, in addition to those things, Mackenzie and I also plan to pack our own makeup bags, but we haven't done that yet. Mackenzie has a red one, and mine is this white one. And then of course, I never like to travel without my nail bag. In here, I have everything I need to put on a brand new set of Christmas nails. I've had these ones on for almost 2 weeks now, and I really want to put on a fresh new set once we get to Utah. Then I'll also be packing our curling iron. All of us girls use this one. I'm also packing my glasses with extra contacts. And then last but not least, I can't forget the jewelry. Now personally, I'm not really big on wearing a lot of rings or necklaces, but what I do love are earrings, especially Christmas ones. So yes, I'll be packing pretty much a different pair to wear every day. I just got these new ones that look like a Christmas tree cake, and I love them. Now moving on to the clothing section. I know we've mentioned jackets and boots, but if you've ever seen any of my packing videos before, you'll know that we always have a traveling day outfit for each member of the family. They're usually color coordinated, and yes, this time they are also Christmas themed. Now basically, our traveling outfits are all about comfort and layering, and they always start out with a soft, stretchy pair of black pants. Then there's also a color coordinated zip-up hoodie. Next, each person picks out their own oversized graphic t-shirt. It's usually something fun and loud, and we usually get them from Amazon. So for this trip, Mackenzie picked out a Taylor Swift inspired Christmas shirt. Jackson picked out a Christmas tree cake shirt. My daughter Lily picked out a Christmassy Sanrio shirt. And Griffin, he picked out this really cute Santa Stitch shirt. And then, usually, each person will have a hat or a headband. Now for myself, I picked out this really cute Mickey and Minnie Christmas shirt, and then I did end up picking out my husband John's shirt as well. And for him, I just got this really fun Santa flying over Mount Fuji shirt. Now we are gonna wear these on our flight to Utah, and then we're gonna wear them on the flight home. Since our Airbnb will have a washer and dryer, we'll be able to do laundry along the way, and we won't have to pack quite as much. Basically, we're all packing 4 different tops, 2 to 3 different bottoms, 1 nicer outfit to wear to church, plus 4 sets of socks and undies. And to keep this all organized, we pack each person's clothes in their own color-coded packing cube. But then for this trip, I do have a couple of extra Christmassy things I want to pack. First, I got each person a new pair of Christmas pajamas, including some new fuzzy Christmas socks. And then the boys are having these ones. And then in my last packing videos, when we went to Tokyo Disney and when we packed for Halloween on the high seas, you might have seen me pack our really fun light up shoes. But for this trip, we don't really need them. So instead, I'm packing each person their own light up Christmas sweatshirt. You guys, these are so fun. I especially love this new one from Target because it has mostly orange kitties that look just like our own orange kitty. But then hiding in there is one gray tabby kitty that looks just like our gray tabby kitty. This one is so cute. And then of course we have everybody else's sweatshirts, and I did make sure that all of the lights are still working. Okay guys, so it was a very long travel day, but everything worked out. None of our flights were canceled, and we ended up making it to Utah, where you could see the mountains and all of the snow, and that's when it really felt like Christmas. Now, I'm not gonna forget I promised you guys a house tour, so let's go on in and check it out. Now, I love this because I wasn't sure if we were gonna have a Christmas tree or not. They totally have one all ready for us, and I love it. So over here, we have the entryway. This is probably where we're gonna dump all of our shoes and our jackets. Then over here we have the living room, which is open to the kitchen. I definitely see some future Christmas cookies being made in this kitchen. Now this place is actually 3 levels. Right now we're on the middle level. So now it's time to head upstairs, and check this out, you guys. Right at the top of the stairs, there's actually a massage chair. I cannot wait to try that. And then right next to it, this is a dry sauna. I've never tried one of these before. I'm not sure if I will or not. Now this level does have 3 bedrooms, so we'll just do a quick peek as we go. And then across the hall, we have this bedroom with the bunk beds. This is gonna be perfect for Lily and Griffin to share. Then right next to that is a bedroom that will be perfect for Mackenzie. Over here we have the primary bedroom. This is gonna be for the parents. So now let's go ahead and head down to the basement level. Now this area has its own little living space with a TV and a couch. I can't wait to watch some Christmas movies down here. On this level we have another bedroom plus another bathroom, and I think this whole downstairs area will be perfect for Jackson. It'll be like his little bachelor pad. Okay guys, so that is the basic layout of the house, but stay tuned and I'll show you some of our favorite things from the trip, starting with our favorite lunch at In-N-Out. Now, of course, we had to do lunch at least once or twice at In-N-Out when we were in Utah. We still don't have these restaurants in Florida, so this was definitely a special treat. And personally, I love getting the burgers here protein style, and that just means that they leave off the bun. So yes, this was definitely our favorite lunch, something we do every time we visit. But something that was new this year was Daiso. Utah just opened a couple of new Daiso stores in the state, and we had to stop in. Now, if you haven't heard of it, Daiso is similar to a dollar store, and it was one of our favorite stores that we visited when we were in Japan. Now, this store in Utah was actually massive. They had lots of Christmassy items, they had Disney things, lots of food, lots of snacks. And us girls, we spent quite a lot of time checking out the stationery. And of course, I could not leave Daiso without checking out all of the bento and the lunch supplies. Then you guys, if you love all things Christmas, then Utah is definitely the place to be. There's a reason that so many Hallmark Christmas movies are filmed here every year. Basically, everywhere you go, every city has their own Christmas events. In fact, there are so many that you really can't do them all. But a couple of things on our must-do list include the gingerbread house competition in Provo. These are seriously amazing. Let me know in the comments down below which one of these gingerbread houses was your favorite. Then, of course, we had to make a stop at the German Christmas market in Salt Lake City. This festival always has the best German food, lots of different crafts. They have lots of people dressed up in costumes, including Krampus. But you guys, this year it was so cold and snowy, we didn't end up staying that long. We were freezing. And then last but not least, we ended our trip with my favorite event, the Festival of Trees. Now, this is one that we've been coming to for several years, and it is massive. I think they said they had over 500 Christmas trees on display this year. They are all amazing and have lots of different themes. Here are just a few of some of our favorites. Now, other than Christmas trees, this event also has more gingerbread houses, there's a quilt section and a wreath section, and they even have 2 different stages where kids can come and perform their Christmas dance routines. They do recitals and different choir concerts, all kinds of things. And all of the trees on display are actually there to be auctioned off. All of the proceeds go to the local children's hospital. This is such a fun event, but man, it gets hot in here. Now guys, that wraps up our little Utah Christmas adventure. Thank you for watching, and from our family to yours, Merry Christmas!